This is English 8 for Tuesday. Now, yesterday you were supposed to do page 237 for homework. I didn't give you anything online to do. I only had you work in your book. So I want to go over those and give you the answers to make sure you've done them right. Now, I want to remind you, you have a unit test tomorrow. You'll have a chapter test the first of next week, a new chapter. Then you'll have your final the following week. So right now, you have a big chunk of your quarter grade hanging in the balance. So really, it's super important that you do every exercise, listen to every video, do each sentence. Let's look at number 3. We're at the top of page 237. On September the 7th, 1838, Grace Darling and her father, the keeper of the Longstone Lighthouse, rescued 9 sailors shipwrecked during a powerful storm. First thing we're going to do is find our prepositional phrases. They are on September 7th, 1838. The second one was on Longstone Lighthouse. And the last one is during a powerful storm. Now, you have some italicized words. They want you to tell what their job is, not what part of speech they are. Remember, parts of speech are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, conjunction, prepositions. That's not what they're asking you. They're asking you for their job. What's their function? That means, are they the subject of the sentence? Are they the verb? Are they in a positive, a direct object? Those things. Okay, so now that we know our prepositional phrases, the second thing we do when we analyze is find our verb. Our verb is rescued. Now, rescued is not a word that is italicized, but you have to know it in order to find the rest. So then we look at our subject. Who or what rescued? Grace Darling and father. Father is a subject, okay? What is the word keeper? Keeper is a positive, clarifying which father. It's an adjective, it's a positive phrase, uses an adjective, but the word keeper is the positive. Sailors is the direct object. The subject, which is father, or Grace Darling and father. Father rescued who or what? He rescued sailors. Sailors then is the direct object. Number 4, Captain Matthew Webb was the first man to swim across the English Channel from England to France. Okay, prepositional phrases are across the English Channel, from England to France. Notice I did not say to swim. To swim is not a prepositional phrase. To swim is an infinitive. Okay? What is the verb of our sentence? Was. The subject, Captain Matthew Webb. Since was is a linking verb, I'm looking for what kind of complement? A predicate nominative or a predicate adjective. So captain equals who or what? It equals man. Man is a predicate nominative. And Captain Matthew Webb was our subject. Number 5, John Cadbury and his brother were the official cocoa and chocolate makers for Queen Victoria. They made their first Easter egg in 1875. Prepositional phrases are for Queen Victoria in 1875. Okay, so 1875 is the object of the preposition. Okay, what is your verb? Were. What is the subject? John Cadbury, brother. So brother is a subject. Brother, John Cadbury, brother, were. Were is a linking verb, so we're looking for a predicate nominative or a predicate adjective. In this case, it's going to be brother equals maker. It's a predicate nominative. Looking at your pronouns. Remember, pronouns are words that replace a noun. If the noun would be a subject, then we have to use a pronoun that is in the subjective case. If our word that we're replacing is the direct object or an indirect object or the object of a preposition, we have to choose the pronoun that is in the objective case. Remember, pronouns have to, if they're the subject, they have to be equal or in agreement with the verbs as far as singular and plural. Okay, so let's look at number 1. They or them are going to Seattle during spring break. To Seattle and during spring break are our prepositional phrases. Are going is the verb. Who or what are going? They are going. Why they? Because they is the subject of a sentence, so our pronoun has to be in the subjective case. Number 2, will it be cold? Will it be too cold for they or them? How is the pronoun being used? As the object of a preposition, so we had to choose the word them. We or us girls are planning a surprise party for Karen. Now, this is going, you have we or us and followed by the word girls. So what is the appositive? The appositive is girls. So the us or we is the subject of the sentence, so we need to use we, the subjective case. We girls are planning. When Susan was at the mall, she saw the Roberts twins, Bethany and she or her. Okay, how is it used? It's the appositive, right, for the twins. So she saw who? She saw twins. Twins is the direct object. Since Bethany and her or she is the appositive of a direct object, we have to use the objective case. So it is her. Nate asked Tim and he or him. Okay, asked who? Asked him. Nate asked he. Nate asked him. Nate asked him because it is a direct object. If they or them would like to go fishing. Okay, that is the subject of our clause, so it's they. Okay, go fishing with he or with him. With him, because it is a object of a preposition. And his dad or him dad. His dad, because it shows ownership, it's possessive. Exercise I, number 1. Here we're going to cross out the incorrect adjective or adverb usage. If the modifier is misplaced, we're going to circle it and draw an arrow to where it goes. I will make less mistakes in my next draft. What should it be? I will make fewer. Remember, you use less when you can, when you're measuring like a liquid or something we can't count. But if we can count it, we use the word fewer, and I can count mistakes. Hunter said on Saturday his family leaves for vacation. This is confusing. On Saturday either needs to go in front of Hunter or at the end of the sentence. So on Saturday, Hunter said this, or Hunter said his family leaves for vacation on Saturday. He either said it on Saturday or they're leaving on Saturday. So you have to move it to the beginning of the sentence or the end of the sentence. Number 3, I heard there was a flood in downtown Pensacola on the news. What's in the wrong place? On the news. The on the news needs to go at the beginning of our sentence. On the news, I heard. Okay? Number 4, Andrea saw a squirrel in the tree washing dishes. The squirrel was not up in a tree washing dishes. Washing dishes is in the wrong place. It needs to go where? At the beginning of our sentence. Washing dishes, Andrea saw a squirrel. Okay? Xavier types faster than anyone in his keyboard class. What is wrong with that? It should be anyone else. Exercise J. These are prepositions. You're going to cross out any incorrect preposition and make the corrections where it's necessary. I sat between Lisa and Nancy in chapel. No, it's between. It says among. It should be between. Where are you going to tonight? You should mark out the word to. It's where are you going tonight? Since the bell has already rung, we should go in class now. No, you should go into class now. Sam would have helped with the decoration committee, but he had to work. What's wrong? Sam would have helped. Beside mustard and ketchup. No, it is what? Besides. It means in addition to. Okay, you can always check this by using the word in addition. In addition to mustard and ketchup. Now that would make sense. So we're going to say besides. Okay, number 6. I brought everything for class except a red pen. Except, E-X-C-E-P-T. Turn the page, please. Let's look at this. Conjunctions. Cross out any incorrect conjunction and make conjunctions, but the correct conjunctions were necessary. Being that I am now tall enough to be able to ride a roller coaster, I enjoy a day at the amusement park much more than before. What's wrong with that? Being that is not a conjunction. It should be the word what? Since. Since I am now tall enough. By the way, since is a conjunction. It begins a clause. Since it begins a clause, it is a subordinating conjunction. You will need to know that term for your test tomorrow. A subordinating conjunction begins an adverb clause. Look at the next one. I recently read where a space shuttle mission to Mars is being planned. No, you read that a space shuttle mission. That is a conjunction. Where is not. You should not turn in your test without you double check your answers first. Unless you double check your answers. Again, the word without's a preposition. This is not a prepositional phrase. This is a clause. So we need a subordinate conjunction. A graduate student is when someone is taking classes more advanced than college. We do not need the word when. A graduate student is someone, okay? The peasants had to do like the king commanded. We do not need the word like. It needs to be the word as. Peasants had to do as the king commanded. Look at exercise L. Prepositions, adverbs, conjunctions, and interjections. Before we start, remember, prepositions must have an object. So are they ever going to be the last word in a sentence? No, because their object would be the last word in the sentence. Prepositions must have an object. Adverbs. Adverbs must answer the questions. Where, when, how often, to what extent, under what condition, or why. A conjunction has to connect. A coordinating conjunction, that's fanboy, remember? Okay, and, but, or, nor, for, or yet. Those coordinating conjunctions, they connect things that are equal. In other words, two phrases, or two independent clauses. That's a coordinating conjunction. A subordinating conjunction introduces an adverb clause, or it connects two things that are not equal. A dependent clause and an independent clause are connected by a subordinating conjunction. All right? An interjection. Interjections always are the first word of a sentence, if you have one, and it's either set off by a comma or an exclamation point. It has no grammatical bearing on our sentence. It's just something we say. Like, oh, I forgot my lunch. Wow, that's great. Well, I don't think I know the answer to that. Okay, those are all interjections. Okay,